Hello. Hello, everybody. I hope you can all hear me. Hi everybody, I hope you can all hear me. Welcome to today's live class. My name is Coach Shahira, and today we are going to be covering number times value, the concept of number times value, okay? Remember to like, share, and follow us so that you can get all the free resources that we provide. If you are looking for this worksheet, please go on to our Telegram channel. The link is on the screen. Okay, and the worksheet is posted there. You can get the worksheet through the channel, the Telegram channel. Hello everybody, hi. Could I get you to help me type in your names, those of you who have joined, and also to type in the answer for this question? Hello, I see some recurring names. Thank you for joining us weekly. How is everybody doing tonight? Are we all on holiday? How many of you are not in Singapore already but still tuning into the live? Anybody? Good. I see that your holiday is good. Regina, hello. How many of you have holiday plans coming up? Are we all going anywhere? Oh dear, Snorlax, you are studying. Well, this is also a good time to catch up on your studies, right? Okay, I see some answers here. For those of you who just joined, my name is Coach Shahira. Good evening to you. Welcome to MasterMaths live class on TikTok and on Instagram. Okay? We are covering number times value concept today. If you are already in here and you have the worksheet, you can start on question number 1. Okay? Please help me like and share this live class to all your friends, families, cousins, aunties, uncles, grandparents, everybody in your family, everybody that you know. Okay? So that we can all learn together. This class is more suitable for P5 and P6, but if you just want to tune in and listen, please feel free to do so. Okay, for those of you who do not have this worksheet, you can retrieve them on our Telegram channel. These are free resources that we provide. So if you want weekly free resources like these TikTok not this TikTok, but rather this live worksheet, okay? This worksheet that we are using for the live class, you can get it on our Telegram channel. The link is on the screen. I am going to start in 1 minute's time, all right? We are doing number times value concept today. Please type in your answers in the chat. Hello, Shakil. Thanks for joining. Yes, this is live, Maggie. Hello, thanks for joining. All right, it is 8:05. I see so many of you having 4 as the answer, option number 4. Shall we go through this question? I see that somebody wants me to zoom in. Is this okay? Okay, otherwise I will zoom in here as well. Alright, I am going to start the lesson. Okay, those of you who studied the whole day, thank you so much for your efforts. Your efforts will definitely pay off, alright? Okay, for those of you who just joined, again, my name is Coach Shahira. Welcome to MasterMaths Live Class. We will be doing number times value today. Okay, without further ado, let's begin. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about number times value. As the name suggests, in all the questions that we will see, there are two things that we need to pick out. Okay, we need to pick out number one, the number of items. The number of items are usually, not always, but usually given to us in a ratio form. Sometimes it can also be given to us in a fraction form. We will see these later. Okay, and we are also going to be told the value of each of the items. Okay, the value of each of the items are also given. So if we have the number and the value, we can use this concept of number times value. Alright, so let's take a look at question 1. Question 1 is more straightforward here. The table below shows the number of books read by a class of 30 children. So let's highlight this, 30 children. And the average number of books read by the children is 3. So if I have average, I have number, I can actually find a total. So the total number of books would be 30 times 3 to give us 90. Okay? Are we all able to see this red color? Or would you prefer me to use blue? Is red okay, everybody? I hope so. Alright, so if we know that the total number of books is... I see, somebody wants me to use blue. Okay. Alright, so we know that the total number of books is 90. We have some numbers here and we have a missing number. So what this table tells us is that the number of children on the top column, okay, is given to us. The number of books read by each child in the bottom column is also given to us. So this tells us that 7 children read 0 books. Okay, 7 children read 0 books, 12 children read 2 books, and 11 children, we don't know how many books they read. So to do this, to find the total number of books, we can multiply the number by how much each of them read. So 7 times 0 will give us 7. This third column that I'm writing would be the total number of books. Okay? And 12 times 2 gives us 24. Now 11 times something will give us a number here. And I know that this number here, if I add it together with 7 and 24, I am going to get 90. Therefore, to find the missing number, I just have to take 90 minus 24 minus 7. Oops, I just realized. Why did I make this mistake? 7 times 0 is 0. 0. How many of you also have made such mistakes before? 7 times 0 is 0. Okay? So, all I have to do is take 90 minus 0 minus 24. I will get the missing total books. Okay? And that would be 90 minus 24 to give us, let me bring this over. Oops. 90 minus 24. Hang on a second, let me rewrite this. Okay, 90 minus 24 is going to be 66. So 11 times question mark is 66. So to find the question mark, we just take 66 divided by 11 to give us 3. Okay. Why do we multiply the number of children to the average number of books read by the children? This is so that we can find the total number of books. Okay, we don't have a total number of books here, but we can use the concept of average to help us. Alright, so if we have the total number of people and we have the average, okay, number times average will give us 90, okay? What is wrong with me today? I did all this calculation error. In all honesty, I'm a little bit nervous today. Okay, because something happened earlier. But let me collect myself. Alright, sorry. 66 divided by 11 is 6. Oh dear, what is wrong with me? Okay, so the final answer is option number 4. Okay. Alright, so those of you who chose option number 4, well done. It is indeed 6 books. Okay, so 11 times 6 gives us 66. Okay, any questions so far? Oh dear. Is there another method to solve? For this question, if we don't use number times value, it is not possible for us to find this question mark. Okay, we have to use the total number of books and use that to subtract away the total number of books based on the columns that we already know, so that we can find the question mark. Okay? All right. Okay, so answer is number 4. Any questions? All right. So if you have no questions, let's move on. Okay, for those of you who just joined, my name is Coach Shakira. Welcome to MasterMaths live class. Okay? Welcome to MasterMaths live class. For those of you who are wondering where we get this worksheet from, it's from our Telegram channel. Okay, the link is on the screen. So if you want the worksheet, please join our Telegram channel. It is free for us to use. Okay, all these resources are all free. All right. Yes, Coach is very giggly tonight. Okay, let's continue. What notes is it? This is the number times value notes on our Telegram channel. Okay, so go on to Telegram, key in this link, and then you will be able to see the most recent worksheet on number times value. Okay, all right. Okay, shall we move on? Please help me spam the like button and share this live class with everyone that you know, okay? All right. I will continue in 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's move on. Okay, question number 2. Question number 2. The ratio of the number of $2, $5, and $10 notes in a wallet was 5:2:3. The notes are worth $150. How many $2 and $10 notes are there in total? Okay, how many $2 and $10 notes are there in total? So again, we need to see two things in order for us to use number times value. We need the number of items, which in this case are the notes. We also need the value of the items. Okay, so let me highlight that for you. We have the value of the notes. This is my value. And we have the number of notes. This time round, the number is not given to us directly. Instead, it is given to us in a ratio form. Okay, this is the number. All right. So how do we solve this question? What we can do is to use our net table. How many of you remember, those of you who were with us last week for last week's live, do you remember the net table that I used? Okay, we are going to use the net table today again. Okay, so the net table will help us organize all our information very clearly. So what is the net table? Some of you may be wondering. The net table is basically just your number. This is your number of notes times the value of each note to give us total. This is the total value. Okay, number times value gives us total value. All right. Those of you who prefer using the unitary method, this is indeed the unitary method. Okay, the net table here just helps us organize the information only. All right, later on we will use the unitary method. So how do we organize this information? Since we are given the number of notes in a ratio form, we will write it down in units. Okay, in units. So we have our $2, we have our $5 notes, and we have our $10 notes. So the $2 notes, we have 5 units of them. I don't know how many exactly, but since it's 5:2:3, I will write 5 units. Okay, not just 5, but 5 units. Yeah. Hello everybody who joined. Hi. Now the $5 notes, we have 2 units of them. Each of them is $5. And the $10 notes, I have 3 units of them. Each of them is $10. Okay? Alright. So now what we want to do is to go on to our concept of number times value. So what we want to do is multiply to give us the total value. So 5 units times 2 is 10 units. 2 units times 5, also 10 units. 3 units times 10 gives us 30 units. So far, can we understand this? Okay? Hello everybody. I see so many hi coach today. Hello. Alright. So, if you have no questions at this point, shall we move on? Alright. So once we have this, we can actually come up with our total column. Okay, the total column, we only want to fill in the columns with the units. Okay, we only want to fill in the columns with the units. So I have 5 plus 2 plus 3 to give me 10 units. So far so good. I just add them up, 5 plus 2 plus 3 to give me 10. And I have 10 plus 10 plus 30 to give me 50 units. Alright. Okay. Alright, next the question told us that, let me change this to orange. The question told us that the notes are worth $150. So the total value here is going to be $150. Do we understand so far? Okay, so the total value here is going to be $150. Alright. So with that, I can form my units. 50 units would be 150 because my total value is 50 units. And my total value is also $150. Okay, so from here, I can find 1 unit, 150 divided by 50 to give us 3. Okay. So far, so good. Alright. Then, after that, we can move on. I want to find how many $2 and $10 notes are there in total. So, I'm interested in the number. How many means number of $2 notes and $10 notes in total. Okay? So, the total number of $2 and $10 notes would be... The total of $2 and $10 notes would be 5 units plus 3 units to give us 8 units. Alright. Alright, so 5 units and 3 units makes 8 units. 8 units will then be 8 times 3 to give us 24. So our final answer would be 24. How many of you got the correct answer? 24. So option number 3 again. Okay, option number 3. Alright, those of you who got it, well done. Wow, I see some comments here saying you like my handwriting. Thank you very much. My name is Coach Shakira, for those of you who just joined. Welcome to MasterMaths live class. We are doing number times value today, okay? Now, those of you who got number 4, that is not right. Let me explain one more time, okay? Let's center ourselves back again and understand this question one more time. So how do we solve this question, or how do we even know to use number times value method? Number one, we are given the number of items. Okay, we are given the number of items. So the number of items here would be the 5:2:3. Okay, 5:2:3. That is our number of items. This one here. Okay, number of items. Then we are also given the value of the items. The value of the items is over here. The value of the items. $2, $5, and $10. Alright? So then we have number, we have value. We can use number times value. To use number times value, we can just come up with a simple table. Our number of notes in the first column, 5 units, 2 units, and 3 units respectively. This is based on the ratio. Okay, based on this ratio over here. Then we have the value of each of the notes, $2, $5, $10. So 2, 5, 10. Okay? Then to find the total value, we just multiply. 5 units times 2 gives us 10 units. 2 units times 5 gives us 10 units as well. 3 units times 10 gives us 30 units. So once we have this, we can come up with the total column at the end. The total column is only for the column with units. Okay, only for the column with units. 5 plus 2 plus 3 makes 10. 10 plus 10 plus 30 makes 50. Okay? Alright. So with this, I can relate what the question gave me to what I have in my table. So why the number times value table is very easy, or the net table is easy to use, is because whatever you are given, you can pinpoint it in the table itself. They say the total notes are worth $150. So total notes, total value. That is how I pinpoint it. Okay? If the question says the $5 are worth $50, then you look for the value of the $5. If the question gives you the total number of notes instead, then you use these 10 units here. Okay, whatever the question gives you, you can pinpoint it to whichever units that it refers to. Okay, so now I know 50 units is $150. I can find 1 unit. 1 unit would be 150 divided by 50 to give us 3. If I want how many is asking for number, not value. How many is asking for number, not value. If they want value, they will ask you for how much. Okay? If they want value, they will ask you for how much. So how many $2 and $10 notes? Go to $2, I have 5 units. Go to $10, I have 3 units. 5 plus 3 makes 8. So I'm looking for 8 units. Do we understand now? Alright, any questions? Hello Marie, thank you for joining. Hello everybody, those of you who just joined, my name is Coach Shahira. We are learning number times value concept today, okay? Any questions for now? Are we all clear of what's going on? Alright. I see that some of you are quite fast. You have all moved on to question 3. Very good. Okay, for those of you who are staying all the way to the end, I have a little joke to tell you at the end, okay? So I'll tell you a little joke at the end if you stay with us all the way through. Okay, so someone is asking me to explain one more time. No problem. I have the number of notes. 5:2:3. Okay, 5:2:3. That's why I use units here. And then I have the value of the notes. $2, $5, $10. Okay, the question told us $2, $5, $10. Then to find the total value, I just multiply number times value. The number of notes is 5 units. The value of each is $2. So $2, $2, $2, $2, I have 5 units of it. So that will give us 10 units worth. Okay? Similarly for the rest, 2 units times 5 gives us 10 units again. And 3 units times 10 gives us 30 units. Okay? Then I include my total column. Just add up everything above. 5 plus 2 plus 3 is 10. So 10 units here. 10 plus 10 plus 30 is 50. So 50 units there. Okay? Then relate what the question gave you to what you have in the table. I want all the notes are worth 150. So I'm looking at total value. Go to the total value column of all the notes, which is all the way at the end, which is 50 units. So 50 units is 150. You can find 1 unit, and therefore 8 units, which is your $2 and $10 notes here and here. Okay? Alright. Fifi, you said that your coach's jokes are never funny. Well, my joke is not say super funny, but I personally found it embarrassing. More of an embarrassing story, okay? Alright, let's move on. Okay, before we go on, can I get all of you to help me spam the like button, please? Spam the like button. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3. Please help me spam the like button. 2 and 1. Let's go on to the next question. Okay? Question number 3. Somebody is asking me if I like K-pop. For your info, I went to Blackpink's concert. So yes, I love them. Alright, let's go on to question number 3. Thank you for liking this live. Okay, welcome everybody who just joined. My name is Coach Shahira. We are moving on to question 3 of number times value concept. Okay, question 3. The number of girls at a party was 1 2/5 the number of boys. Each boy was given 4 candy bars. Oops. Each girl was given 3 candy bars. So I have each boy 4, each girl 3. The children received 492 candy bars in total. So I have candy bars in total. How many more girls than boys were at the party? Okay, so those of you who remembered, I mentioned this before, when I see more than, something in my head must straight away switch to finding the, do we all know what to find? Finding the, starts with a D. Do we know what this means? Okay, more than means we need to look for the difference. Right, you are right. Who is this? HSHDSH. Okay, very long name. Yes, finding the difference. Well done. Anis, good job. So we need to look for the difference. Okay? Right, fantastic. So keep that in mind. Now, the next thing I need to go and find is this. What is 1 2/5? So confusing. What is 1 2/5? So 1 2/5 here is basically, what we want to do here is basically change to an improper fraction. Can you help me change 1 2/5 to an improper fraction? What do we get? 1 2/5 to an improper fraction. What do we get? Bon, well done. 7/5. That's right. I see more of you getting 7/5. Snorlax, good job. 7/5. You are right. So we want to change this into 7/5. Why? Why do we want to change this to 7/5? Okay, the reason is so that we can give the units to the number of people. First come, first serve. Okay, so first come, first serve here. The number of girls will get 7 units. The number of boys will get 5 units. Do we see now how to get units from a mixed number? Okay? Right? Fantastic. I see more of you understanding what's going on now. So I see number. I see number here. I see value. Straight away, I think of number times value. So let's write down the number times value. This time around, I use shortcut, okay? Short form, I mean. So number, we have the girls, we have the boys. And then we have the each, the net table. And we have the total. This total represents your total candy bars. Because we are looking at candy bars here, Not money, not anything else, just candy bars, okay? Alright, so the number of girls we already know 7 units. The number of boys 5 units. Each girl, all this can be found in the question itself, okay? Each girl 3, so I'll put 3 on top. Each boy 4, so I will put 4 below. And based on our concept, number times each to give us total. Okay, so I am going to multiply. 7 times 3 equals, what does 7 times 3 equal to? This is quite straightforward. 7 times 3 will give us 21. So 21 units here. Right. And 5 times 4 will give us 20 units there. Okay? Do we understand this table now? This is just a table to organize our information. Okay, we have the number of people, we have how many candy bars each of them received. So we create this table to come up with an organization. All right. Then again, we have the total column. Total. Go and write the total column in just the units. To write the total in just the units column. Okay. Just the units column. So 7 plus 5. 7 plus 5 makes 12. So there are 12 units of people in total. 21 plus 20 makes 41 units. Okay? Alright. Do we understand what is going on here? Anybody needs me to repeat the table one more time? If you need, please type it into the chat. Alright. Snorlax, you are right. I'm so happy for you. You understand this now. Well done. For those of you who don't understand, don't worry. I'm going to explain one more time. Okay? One more time. So, the number of girls is 7 units. The number of boys is 5 units because we changed this improper fraction. This mixed number into an improper fraction. Okay, change it to an improper fraction so that we can assign units to the number of girls and the number of boys respectively. So once we have the number of people, we just write it in the number column. This number column here, okay? So 7 units and 5 units respectively. Then the question says each girl 3, each boy 4. So we have 3 and 4 respectively as well. This is all given in the question. Okay? And the concept here is basically number times each gives us total. Okay? If one person gets 3, 2 people will get 6. 3 people will get 9. So we multiply. So if I have 7 units, I will have 21 units of candy bars in total. Similarly, if I have 5 units of boys, I will have 20 units of candy bars in total for the boys only. Okay? Then from here, I relate what I am given to the units in the table. I have candy bars in total. This is total candy bars. Okay? And I'm going to look for the total candy bars in the table. Alright? 7 units is not the total candy bar. It's the girls. 5 units is not the total candy bar. It's the boys. 21 units is the candy bars for the girls only. 20 units is for the boys only. So the total candy bar is actually over here. 41 units. This is total candy bars. Okay? Therefore, more of you are understanding this. Fantastic. Therefore, 41 units total candy bars will be 492. How many of you managed to find 1 unit already? What is 1 unit? Fantastic. I see more of you understanding. Very good. So what is 1 unit, guys? 492 divided by 41. Did we all get 12? Well, I see more of you being so happy getting the answers, getting the understanding of this concept. I'm also very happy for you. Great job. So many of you got 1 unit. Well done. Alright, so 1 unit is 12. Okay, those of you who don't know how to find 1 unit, we just divide 41 throughout, yeah? So 1 unit is 12. I want to find the difference. This is where I need to be a bit careful. Okay, difference between boys and girls. So the difference between boys and girls would be how many units? What do you think? Can you all type it in the chat? The difference between boys and girls. Again, the units are all in the table itself. Okay? Snorlax, you are right. Well done. Great. So many of you getting 2 units. Excellent. 7 units girls, 5 units boys. So 7 units minus 5 units gives us 2 units. And 2 units will be 2 times 12 to give us 24. Well done. How many of you managed to solve this on your own? Way ahead of me. Wow, so many of you. I'm so happy. Well done. Okay, if you got it correct, please help me spam the like button. If you did not get it correct, but you understand now and you see where you have gone wrong, please also help me spam the like button. Our answer here would be number 3, 24. Okay? Wow, somebody said he improved 1 mark for math. 1 mark is also better, okay? Better than nothing. An improvement is still an improvement. So good job. Okay. How many of you need me to explain the net table again? Anybody? If you need me to explain the net table one more time, please type it in. Okay, Fazrin, don't worry, I will explain it to you, okay? Don't worry. The rest of you who are done, please go to the next question. Go to the next question. Well done. Okay, so let me explain this one more time. The number of girls is 7 units and the boys is 5 units. Why? Because I cannot use units if I have a mixed number. How to assign units? There's 1, there's 2, there's 5. So confusing. So what I'm going to do is change to an improper fraction. With an improper fraction, all I have to do is assign first come first serve. The girls come first, they will get the top number, 7 units. The boys at the end came after, so they will get the 5 units in the denominator. Okay, so I write in the table 7 units and 5 units respectively. Okay, my pointer is not working today. Why is this so? Okay, then after that, the each is very simple. The question gave you, so you just plug it into your table. Girl, each is 3. Boys, each is 4. Okay, this one from the question. Then you multiply to get the total. So 7 units times 3 gives you 21. 5 units times 4 gives you 20. Total is 41. Okay? Once you have organized all your information, you come up with the total row. So the total for the number of people is 12 units. 7 plus 5 makes 12. And the total for the candy bars is 21 plus 20 to give us 41 units. Okay? Alright. Okay, so then I go and relate the total candy bars to my units in the table. I want total candy bars, so look for total candy bars. 7 units is not the total candy bars. Those are the girls. 5 units are the boys, not the candy bars. So go and see each of these units and look for total candy bars, which is 41 units. So then we have 41 units is 492. 1 unit will be 12. The difference between boys and girls is 7 units minus 5 units, which is 2 units, which is 24. Okay? Alright. Do we understand now? Okay. Alright guys, can you help me spam the like button? For those of you who just joined, welcome to our live class on MasterMaths. Okay, we are going through number times value concept. This is suitable for P5 and P6. If you are not P5 and P6, please stay and listen as well. You can also stay and listen. Okay? Alright, please help me spam the like button while I drink my water. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for all your spams. Shall we move on to question 4 now? Okay, question number 4. Those of you who want the worksheet, they can be found on our Telegram channel. Okay, they can be found on our Telegram channel. We have a lot of free resources on there. So this is the Telegram channel link. I hope we can all see it. Okay? Alright. Please remember to like and share this live class and follow us on all our platforms, okay? Okay, we will aim to finish this by 9 o'clock, alright? For those of you who have plans after this, we will aim to finish by 9 o'clock. We have 2 more questions. Hang in there. Okay, question 4. Question 4. How many of you have seen question 4 before? Anybody seen question 4 before? For those of you who have no idea, question 4 is actually a very simplified PSLE question. This is an actual PSLE question, okay? The numbers have been changed a tiny bit, just a slight bit, but this is an actual PSLE question, okay? Modified PSLE last year. Alright, so how do we solve this? We can use number times value again. And how do we use number times value? Let's take a look. Remember the 2 things we need for number times value? We need to see number 1, number. Number 2, value. Value also means each, okay? We need to see number, we need to see each, okay? Alright, so where is the number? Let's take a look. Lina baked 8 large cakes and 20 small cakes. This time round, the number, does it have any units for the number? Does it have any units for the number? What do you think? Did they give us the number of cakes in terms of fraction or ratio? No, right? They just gave us 8 and 20. Simple. So we will take 8 and 20 as they are. So this is our number. Okay? This is our number of items. Now where is our each? The each here would be the next line. She decorated each type of cake with cherries in the ratio of 3:2 respectively. Okay, so this is where our units come from. And the keyword each tell us the value. Okay, value, always look for the keyword each. Okay, so how to continue? We have number, we have value. We go back to our net table. I have number of cakes. I have each. Value is just the each. This is each cherry for each of the cake. And we have the total. This is total cherries. Okay? Alright. Okay. So, the number of cakes here, very simple. They gave us the 2 types, large and small. And they told us that there's 8 large and 20 small. Do you think I need to use units here? Do I write 8 units and 20 units? Do I? What do you think? Okay, no, right? We don't write the units here because the question told us 8 and 20. They did not say 8:20 or 8 out of 20. No fraction, no ratio. We leave it as an actual number. Okay? Now the each here is where we use units. Okay? Because this is a ratio, we use units to help us. Okay? So each large cake is going to get 3 units. And each small cake is going to get 2 units of cherries. Alright? Yes, 3 and 2, that's right. Okay, so what we want to do next is multiply. Number times each gives us total. Number times each gives us total. So 8 times 3, we are going to get 24 units. 20 times 2, we will get 44 units. Okay, 20 times 2 is 40 units. Total is 64. That's where I got the 44 in my head from. See? 20 and 40 units. So the total is 24 plus 40 to give us 64. Okay, and in the total row here, we only look for the total in terms of the units, okay? But we don't need to care about this each here. We are only interested in the total cherries, so I'll leave it at 64 units. Okay, I'll leave it at 64 units since I'm interested in total cherries. So she used 320 cherries in total. So 64 units is your total cherries, which is 320. So far, so good. Can we understand? Total cherries is 320. Total cherries is 64. Okay? Total cherries is 320. Total cherries is 64 units. So what we want to do is take 64 units equals 320. Okay? 64 units equal 320. Do we all understand what's going on here? Anybody don't understand? Totally lost already, anyone? So far so good? Okay, so 1 unit is easy to find. 1 unit is 320 divided 64 to give us 5. Okay, find 1 unit. You are right, Fifi. Good job. So 1 unit is 5. Okay? Now the next part here, once you get 1 unit, you have secured quite a number of meta marks here. Okay, if this is a 4-mark question, you would have secured 2 marks already. Okay? Now the next step here, we want to find out how many cherries did she use to bake the small cupcake. This time around, it's very important to read what the question wants. We want how many cherries. So look for the cherries column. Okay, and we want the small cakes, small tiny cakes. Look for the small cakes. So this is our question mark. Okay, did we manage to get the correct question mark? Yeah, 40 units, that's right. So we are looking for 40 units. Okay, so 40 units, cherries on small cake would be 40 units, which is 40 times 5 to give us 200. Okay, so the answer is option number 4. Alright. If you use a longer method, that's perfectly fine as well. Yes, wow, more of you are saying yay, yay, because you understand. Well done. Good for you. Alright. I am going to explain one more time, not to worry. For those of you who just joined, we are on question number 4 on the concept of number times value. Okay? On the concept of number times value. Alright. So let me remove all these messy circles because my pointer is not working. That's why I'm circling so many. Okay? So let me remove all of this first. Okay. So I'm going to explain one more time for those of you who just joined. Okay, the question says Lina baked 8 large and 20 small. So I have 8 large, 20 small. So the number column, quite straightforward, right? The number column, 8 large, 20 small. Question give you, you just put it inside, okay? Then the question also says that the number of cherries for each of these type is 3:2. Because this is in a ratio form, given to us in a ratio form, we use units to help us, okay? Because we don't know 3:2 is whether they are in terms of number or whether it's actual number, or 1 unit can be anything in a ratio form, right? That's why we use units to solve. So I have 3 units, 2 units. Okay, 3 units, 2 units. That's it. Alright? 3 units, 2 units. That's it. Okay? Then after that, we want to find the total cherries. So total, we have gone through this for the past few questions. To find total, we just take number times each. So if I have 8 large cakes, 1 cake is 3 units, 2 cakes is 6, 3 cakes is 9, so on and so forth. I have 8 cakes, so I multiply to give me 24 units. Okay? And then after that, I also have 20 units here, 20 small cakes here. 20 times 2 units will give us 40 units. Okay, 20 small cakes, each of them use 2 units of cherries. So total 40 units of cherries. So go and look for your total. Total cherries is what I want. 320 cherries in total, which is your total 64 units. 24 plus 40, 64. Okay, so 64 units is 320. 1 unit will be 5. The cherries on the small cake. Cherries, go for cherries column. Small cake, go to small cake row. Okay, cherries go to cherry column. Small cakes go to small cakes row. This will give you 40 units. Understand? Okay, all the live classes are free, and we have live classes for primary math, PSLE math on Tuesdays, for those of you asking, yeah? Okay, and we have secondary live classes on Wednesdays as well. That will be by Coach Irfan himself, okay? Coach Irfan, the mighty Coach Irfan. Alright, so with this in mind, I want cherries on small cakes, 40 units, 40 times 5, 200. Do we all understand? Okay, if you understand, can you give me all the likes that you can? Spam your fingers. Thank you very much. Thank you for all your spams. I really appreciate it. Thank you also for joining us on your holidays. Yeah, I understand that all of you have holidays now, so that's great. Thank you so much for spending your time with us. Okay, I am going to move on to the next question in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. All right. The lesson starts at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, and it ends at 9, yeah? Okay, so let's go on to our last question. Please don't forget about your holiday homework, those of you who have them. Alright. Okay, last question, number 5. Number 5, I see a graph question. Let's take a look. Now, for this graph question, yeah, I just want to let you guys know that for number times value questions, not only will you see them in your typical long word problems, you can also see them in paper 1, yeah? Such graph questions usually come out in paper 1 as well. Paper 2 also possible, okay? So let's take a look. The last question already. Let's give it our all for the last few minutes. Let's go. Okay, question 5. The graph below shows the number of children that families have in an HDB. Okay, so basically they are doing this survey to find out how many children are there in the HDB. Okay, so those of you who don't have the worksheet, I am zooming into the graph so that you can quickly take it down, find out what is the number for each of the bars. Then you can go and solve them on your own as well, okay? Alright, so for this question, the first thing you want to do is to go and find out the gaps. For those of you who have a hard time looking at how to find each of the interval, we always go on to find the gaps, okay? So there are 1 gap, 2 gap, 3 gaps, 4 gaps, 5 gaps. So there are 5 gaps here. Let me shift this a little bit for a short while. I have 5 gaps. 5 gaps is 20. Okay, 5 gaps is 20 because it's from 0 to 20. Okay, so I can find 1 gap. 1 gap would be 20 divided by 5 to give us 4. So far, so good. How to get worksheet leh? Oh dear, worksheet is from our Telegram channel. For those of you who need the worksheet, okay, it's from our Telegram channel. Here is the link. Okay, yes, Nani Hafid, you are right. The hardest part is actually identifying the types of questions and the heuristics to apply. So based on just today's lesson, don't forget that to use number times value, we need the 2 things. We need to see the number of items. Sometimes it can be given to us directly. Sometimes it's given to us in a ratio or a fraction form. Okay, percentage also might be. All right, and then we have the value of each item. The keyword here is each. Okay, so once we have these two things, we can use number times value concept. You find the number, you multiply by the value to give you the total value. Alright, but what if you have a graph question like this? Not to worry, you just have to understand what the graph is talking about. Okay, so once you find one gap already, you have each of this interval, you can go and look at what the question is talking about, or the graph is telling you. Okay, so this means that I have 40 families. 40 families have no children. So all the uncle, auntie, and that's it. And probably their pets, okay? Uncles and aunties and all their pets. No children here. Okay, so 40 families have 0 children, no children. And then we have 60 families having only 1 child. Okay, 60 families, only 1 child for each of them. Okay, notice the way I'm saying it. 60 families have 1 child each. Keyword again, each. Okay, and then we have what is this? Let's take a look. Zoom. Okay, this would be 44, 48, since I know one gap is 4. So 48 families have 2 children each. Okay, 48 families have 2 children each. Again, the keyword each. Then the next one. Okay, draw a line across to help you. We have 20, 24, 24, 28, 32. So 32 families have 3 children each. And finally, we have this. 4, 8, 12, 16. 16 families have 4 children each. Okay? So this one quite straightforward, right? Okay? So if I want to find the number of children, okay, the total number of children, all I have to do is 40 families have no children. So there are no children here. 60 families have only 1 child each. So there are 60 children here. 48 families have 2 children in each of their households. So we will get 48 times 2 to give us 96. Okay? And 32 families have 3 children each. So 32 times 3 will also give us 96. So I have 96 children for the 32 households here. And finally, 16 families, 16 households have 4 children each, to give us 64. Okay? So with this, I can add all of them up to find the total children. Okay, add all of them up. This will be 60 plus 96 plus 96 plus 64. So 60 plus 96 plus 96 plus 64 will give us 316. Is that clear? Alright. For those of you who have stayed till the end, thank you very much. I hope you have learned quite a number of things today. And I hope you have also built up your confidence. I see that more of you understand this concept now. Alright. So, again, for this last question, this is number of families. This is each. Number times each gives us total children. Okay? Alright. Queen energy. Okay. Alright, do we have any questions so far? So this one, answer would be number 3, Those of you who are doing, answer number 3. Okay? For those of you with no questions, okay, there are 2 things that I want to mention today. 2 things. Before you go, 2 things here. Number one, don't forget to join our Telegram channel. Tune in for next week's live class. More importantly, I want to bring this up again. We are having a PSLE crash course. Okay, this is a last call already. So if you are interested, please contact us at this number. Okay, so screenshot, contact us at this number. Okay? Alright. And the second thing, which is the last thing, everybody is waiting for this, the joke. Not exactly a joke to you guys, but it's a joke to me. So today, I went out, I bought new sandals. And the sandals is like this thick. It's from Nike, okay? And I went out. And it's the first time that I was wearing these sandals. And what happened was, the first step that I took out of my house, guess what happened? I fell flat to the ground. It was so embarrassing. Oh my god. It was so embarrassing. The most embarrassing I've ever been in a few long years. Yeah, I fell. It was so embarrassing. And I was right in front of my neighbor's house, by the way. Goodness gracious. Yeah, please send help. Goodness gracious. I'm okay, but it was so embarrassing. My face literally was... Because I didn't know what to do. No, it's not at home, but it was outside my house. Outside my house. And then the bad thing is that yesterday, right? When I was on my way home, I didn't even reach home yet. And the shoe that I was wearing broke. Ay, such life. So yesterday, my shoe broke. Today, I wear new shoe, I fell down. So what am I supposed to do? Not wear shoes anymore? Okay, oh dear. Alright, that's all for my very lame story. Thank you guys so much for joining in. I hope you enjoyed the lesson today. I enjoyed reading all your comments and talking to you, although I have no idea whether you are my students or not because of all your funny names. But it was a nice time tonight. Thank you so much for joining in. I'll see you guys next week. Enjoy your holidays, everybody. I'm okay. Thank you so much. Bye. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. Good night. Take care. Enjoy your holidays. I'm going to end the live in 3, 2, and 1. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.